It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. The whole of downtown Nashville likely still reverberating with the sounds of the Titans taking the field a moment ago. They're ready for football as their Titans are set to match up with their opponents. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. They'll run for the first time with Saquon Barkley. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game, as he'll lose yardage to start things out. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Here's a give to Barkley. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23. Well, this defense for the Titans, they were fantastic a week ago in that win over Houston.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number, 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds it for the first down.
Barkley on first down running into a wall as he stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Running again with Barkley on second down. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 48. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. It was third down defensively. They were just hoping to make a play and get off the field, get their offense on. Instead, they did one better. Pick it off, take it into the end zone.
Well, they did what you said. They got it.
Did get it. They're going to come right back on.
They're going to come right back on, but happily, right? They put the ball in the end zone. That's the way you start a game. That's the way you set the tone.
The extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. After the pick 6, they go right back to the air. Open man right side is Ingram. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
A first down carry for Barkley. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. We should mention, to go along with a great game he had last week, he was rightfully named AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
And he shares that with his offensive line, the tight end, his fullback. He's looking for more and more of that in this game.
A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Oh, now Moore going to get a chance to run. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
He's got the hook up with Diggs. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. A handoff to Barkley. And he's up over midfield and down into Tennessee territory. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. And after his performance last week, everybody saw it. Unbelievable. You can expect a heavy dose of him again, I think.
Without a doubt. I mean, why wouldn't you? Because once you establish yourself that way, it's not just him, okay? It's his offensive line, it's the tight end, it's your wide receivers, everyone now sharing in the load and sharing in the belief that they do their job, they'll see another performance just like they saw the week before.
He's a reigning AFC Offensive Player of the Week, and defensively they have to find an answer for him.
And that's what you would do if you were calling plays, right? You'd make sure that he gets targeted, but the thing about it is the route running. That's what makes him so dangerous, is because no matter what is presented defensively, he runs his route with such skill that he's able to go up and get the football first in each and every situation.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Saquon Barkley. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for a 1st.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 20-yard line.
I tell you what, it looks like he's shaking off that pick 6 just fine. It's not just defensive backs that have to have short memories. Quarterbacks utilize that as well. A much more confident throw right there.
A 1st down run from Barkley, pretty well defended. Give him 3 yards on the play.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the 1st quarter.
They'll try and run forward with Barkley. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. Saquon Barkley with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Wizards are an extra point away from drawing level. Extra point right down the middle. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of 1st downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Got a man, it's De'Ami Brown, complete. And he's brought down after a very nice gain.
I know this may be jumping the gun a little bit, but 7-7, they're flinging it around like crazy. Look at the drive that's going on here. Partner, we may have to start thinking about one of these defenses just holding someone to a field goal and maybe trying to get an advantage that way.
These two teams all tied after one.
Score tied 7-7.
And to give this time to the tailback. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. Shaq Thompson on the tackle that time.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 49-yard line.
2nd and 9. Now they try the right side here. And he's got room. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown.
So there, Charles, I mean, a situation where it didn't matter how far he had to run, he was not going to be denied, and he winds up taking this all the way to the end zone.
And this is a play defensively where you're just looking around and saying, what was that? What just happened? You're looking at your teammates, they're looking at you, and let's face it, your defensive coordinator, he's not going to tip his cap to it. That's not how football works, but he probably should have after that one. That was absolutely sensational.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And not a good return here at all, as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. 55 rushing yards, rushing on 12 carries for him now.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. He's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage. We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles, and his feet never stop moving?
Now a nice play defensively on 1st down as this is knocked away and incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. A give to Barkley out of the gun. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice.
And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. And on now is the punter, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. So possession goes over here on the punt, and it'll be Titan football. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go.
And they are trying to create some separation within the division. And look, CD, I know that this is still the first half of the season, but this is a big matchup no matter where it falls because these are the top 2 teams right now in that division.
And if you could build a bit of a cushion as you head towards the second part of the season, that allows you to survive the expected injuries, potential upset losses, all of those things, and still be in good shape.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A big connection on that one. 36 yards.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just help receivers find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's a handoff out of the gun. He'll get about 6 there as he takes this one down to the 24-yard line.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee.
Zach Davidson.
His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Titans are going to add on to their lead.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury. And it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. And he finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 21-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Well, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back at the 2.
It's Jeffrey Simmons that time who got in to record the sack.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Got to be careful here, backed up this deep on 3rd down.
And he'll get this underneath, dropping it off for Barkley.
And he gets it up to the 10-yard line here. That'll bring up 4th down. They wind up getting 8 yards, but they needed more than that. The punt team on now as from their end zone, they give it away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
2nd quarter action with 1:59 remaining.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitask.
Oh, a strip. The ball comes out.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a third down.
Now back to throw.
Open man is Davidson, the tight end.
14 yards, but they're still well shy of a first as that leads to fourth down. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And how about this, a fake? And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out, and the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field. On first down, Barkley. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They'll run with Barkley. And he's going to be stopped at about the 37. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. Got an extra defensive back out there for the Titans now here for third down. He'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Moore. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they're having panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. They'll contain him to just 4, second down.
The key to any screen play is all in the deception, and that means everyone on the offensive side of the ball. But someone gave it up because that one wasn't very well concealed. And the defense able to rally to him and hold him for just a short gain.
And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line.
Well, they use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
So not quite a first and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
Again, he'll drop to throw.
This one goes out wide for Barkley.
Touchdown! Saquon Barkley. As the first half is winding down.
And the Wizards are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
At their own 22-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go.
And with a 7-point lead, they'll likely look to take this to the locker room and not really press the issue.
Oh, he's got some breathing room. Touchdown, Titans. A big play there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Titans get the quick strike touchdown.
Well, that That is certainly a deflator right there defensively. Their guys just came off of a touchdown drive. They're back in the game, and then bam, they give up a touchdown one play later. How about that?
And the momentum, which seemingly had shifted the other direction, thought we might be seeing a comeback. That momentum right back the other way.
But that is certainly not complimentary football that we saw right there. The defense is supposed to help their offense, not give up another touchdown.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. They'll throw now on the final play. And the pass is intercepted. He was looking for Ingram. Picked off at the 40.
And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half.
So we have come to halftime in what's already a two-touchdown game. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Final adjustments being made in both locker rooms. We're just about ready for the second half. And for the call, let's get you back up to Nashville, Music City, and Brandon Guy.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Titans hold the lead, and they'll get the football first as the third quarter gets underway. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in the second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see one or two guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be license to take some shots downfield.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
He's having a big game running the football, but that one will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with him to contract negotiations, doesn't he?
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10.
That's to the tight end, Davidson.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And this will be scooped up by the defense. The 20. And he's going to bring the fumble back for a touchdown. This defense, Charles, they needed some type of a...
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. And the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line.
The stop there by Jay Tufele.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Back to throw here. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. And that's good for a gain of 6. And that's going to bring up a 3rd down. look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. A bullet throw, but incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
On now is the Titans punter. On, we think, to punt, though he's faked it earlier, but he was unsuccessful. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that,
yeah,
right?
He said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
I think they're ahead of schedule now after that run. They might be bold with this second down call after that type of a game.
Second down, here's Barkley again.
And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down.
They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
And this pass broken up. And the contact well-timed there, and now fourth down.
And they'll send out their punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away.
The Titans take over first and 10 at their own 42-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage.
From the 47, it's 2nd and 5.
Looking to throw. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And down inside the 15 he goes. 19 on the last play, 19 more here, and another first down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be second down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here, because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
They'll try to run it in, going option right. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
He kept it in his hands and tried to push it across the goal line himself, but the defensive front wouldn't allow him to do so. bringing up second down and a bit farther.
And no pitch there and no chance either as he's brought down behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
Got a man and he hits him in stride. Able to hold him to just 2 yards, and now it's 4th and goal. Great job of tackling there to prevent the first down.
One of the toughest skills in football, open field tackling. A lot of times one-on-one against a shifty receiver. He got it done in a nice way that time.
And his kick is right there. It's good, and that'll push the lead up to 17.
And right now, Charles, this is about building that lead little by little, and they're able to do just that.
And it gets them past the key number of 16, so this is now a 3-score lead. Not time to exhale just yet, but that might prove to be an important 3 points before things are said and done.
First down and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
2nd and 2.
They'll go to Barkley again. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So some holding over on the left side of that O-line.
And I know for the guys trying to move those big defensive people, they'd love for them to stay in one spot. But they move around so quick and so fast that sometimes you just have to grab them.
And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
The offense on third down tonight, they're at 50%, 4 for 8. They're looking at third and a few inches. They'll look to throw here. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off near the 34. And it's a tremendous return as they finally get him at about the 10-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ballgame.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
Buying time to his left. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete.
That was an interesting look there, because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone.
And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big fourth-quarter hole.
Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding him to no gain.
And he roams across the 20 to the 24-yard line.
96 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave them with a 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. 4th down, trailing in the fourth quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays have been successful throughout the game that have worked at the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
And takes this one across the 35 to the 36, a gain of about 4.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Again, it's Barkley. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley.
But sometimes, Brandon, there's just not a secret to how things get done. He's been running well all game long, and they continue to rely on him in this key situation.
They told us they were going to rely on him. They have. He comes through there, a big 3rd down conversion. They'll run on 1st down. Barkley, and able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Now it's Barkley. And he'll get it down to the 47 here.
Yeah, once more, strong running. Excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Barkley. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on 1st down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. On the run, it's Barkley. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36.
The tackle made at the 36-yard line. A gain of 4 yards. And an Orlando first.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's our visitors with a football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. On 1st down, Barkley. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15.
149 yards rushing for him so far in this one as he nears 1,400 for the year. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. So the folks in New York just going to wind up confirming what the official saw as this play will stand as is.
Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
On second down, here's Barkley. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Saquon Barkley. Touchdown number 22 on the season.
And the Wizards have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth.
Extra point right down the middle. And that cuts this lead down to 13.
34, Wizards 21.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. And they'll indeed take a knee. And they'll take a knee as the clock ticks down toward 50 seconds to go. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. And they take a knee. Well, I know at points in this when you wanted to close your eyes because of all the points that were being put on the scoreboard, your defense